Okay. I'll start over. Welcome, everybody. It's already too much that I forgot to record in the English stream for 1 minute or 2 minutes, but it's okay. So I'm Yunyi, Xiaoshan or Little Mountain, if you know me from WeChat or if you know me in person. I'm a real person. I have legs and butts, butt and boobs. So don't mind if I just come to say hi from this little square on Zoom. So my first question for you is, when do you find your life too much? When do you find your life too much? And when do you want to just hide yourself in your bedroom, or when you're with a group of people, you never feel you belong anywhere. Everybody else are having fun, having so much good time together, and then you're just hanging there, not knowing where to go, not knowing what to say, feeling basically too much anywhere. And then my second question is, when do you find yourself too much? Where do you find yourself too much? Okay, let's do this just for the fun of it. I would like everybody to just drop down your barrier, whatever that means to you. And I will drop down my barrier. I want to invite you to perceive in my world, this energy wherever I find myself too much. How is that for you? The invitation is, let's all drop down our barriers, and I will perceive something in my world that I find myself too much. Yeah, that. And then I'm now inviting you to come closer, come into my world, come into my universe, just to perceive that energy of what is too much for me and how is that for you now? Is that too much for you? Or is that just like, nah, that's too much for you? But I don't see anything too much. I find it fine. I find it cute. I find it beautiful. Or how is that for you? Or do you feel inspired by that? Yeah, what is that you're holding on to? Right. Okay, let's now even relax into this more. That can bring up something interesting point of view. It's like without putting it any significance to it. Just let yourself, let your body relax into this even more. Okay, let's now even drop our barriers more. And hi, Natasha. And I would like you to just drop down all the barriers and let me in more. And just to perceive wherever you find yourself too much in the world, in any group, in any places, in any family situations, in any time of the day, wherever you find yourself too much, speaking too loud, speaking too little, being too big or being too small, being too strange, being too different. And then I would like you to just perceive that energy, that edge, that contraction or that heaviness. And just allow yourself to relax into this and let me in more. Let me in, let my being touch your being, and let my molecules infuse with your molecules. And I would like you to perceive how I feel about your barriers, how I might find what's too much for you in your world. If you would allow yourself to perceive what you find too much through my eyes, through my perception right now, is that more judgy, more harsh, or is that less harsh? Is that less judgy? Where do you find yourself too much? Or not enough? Or never enough? What could be some ability you're hiding from you? If now, my friend, you would allow me in more, what are the abilities? What are your superpowers that we can, maybe we cannot. Maybe we cannot, maybe we can together. Just look at them from some different perspectives. What is that too much for you? It's actually nothing for others. It doesn't bother me at all. When I look at it, I'm just like, okay, here we are. You can totally come up more. This is cute, and I would like to have it more. I kind of even enjoy it. What are in your world that you still find too much about you? That makes you never fit. That makes you never belong. Your families, friends, even friends from Access, even friends from your spiritual circle, even friends from your meditation sangha, friends from your religious circle, your closest aunties, uncles, siblings, even with people who know you from the very beginning. Where do you find yourself too much still up until this point? If now you can just maybe introduce a little bit how I perceive that, what would that be? What can be even the joy of it? What can be even the peace with it that now you can maybe introduce to your world? 1%, 2% from how I perceive you. How much gift, how much capacity are you refusing from you? How much gift are you hiding from you? If you would just allow yourself to perceive from my eye right now. And then just tell your molecules, tell your judgments, tell all the wrongness that you're still holding on your world. What would it be if I just allow myself to enjoy it 1% more, 2% more? I would just allow myself in this 10 seconds enjoy my wrongness 1% more. The things that I blame myself the most, I make myself the most wrong. I will now just allow myself to enjoy it 1% more. What would that be? And how is your body receiving? Where in your body is receiving this energy? The unraveling of judgments into slightly more enjoyment, slightly more allowing, slightly more invitation. And let's keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Bring your body into this moment, one breath at a time. And let me in 1 inch at a time, one molecule at a time. Where do you still find yourself too much? Can you now just even drop down your barrier more, one molecule at a time, to allow yourself to just enjoy how wrong that could be? What would be the worst consequences of you being too much? Would you laugh too much at anyone's funeral? You find yourself waking up happy after maybe your partner died or some dear friend just died. You're supposed to be so sad, and then the next morning, you just wake up fine. You take the sip of your morning tea or coffee, you just find yourself happy. Is that too much? Is happy too much for you? Is being happy when everybody else behind their masks is obligated to feel traumatized, to feel sad, to carry on all the griefs for all people? So much heaviness, walking on your knees for 1,000 miles and blaming and shaming, being angry, being engrieved. Will you being happy be too much? Will you being with total ease with all that's happening too much? Because you're just so different. Even with all the feelings that you're perceiving in everybody's world, you know exactly what everybody is thinking around you. Even when you come across some strangers on the street, in the supermarket, you just pick up their thoughts, pick up their feelings, pick up their body symptoms right there. And then that moment is being with total ease be too much. So what is actually too much for you? Still growing? Still enjoying life? Enjoying every sip of water you're taking? Enjoying every sip of breath you're taking right now? Enjoying your body breathing at this moment, the space it takes. How much is too much? How much do you have to slow down to not be too much, so that you have to fit into everybody else's reality of piles of trauma, piles of drama? And how much more space would you really allow yourself to take? Just slightly beyond that, are you allowing yourself to ask for more? For more space? Maybe in your bed, when your partner is taking too much space, would you allow yourself to ask for more space so that your body can just be more relaxed? Would you allow yourself to eat too much in the buffet when all your friends are saying, "Oh, I'm so full," but you're just barely starting to eat? There's so many wonderful things you're about to eat, you're about to enjoy. And then, even when other people are saying they're full, would you allow yourself to still take time, take space, take the taste of all of it? that you will allow your body to enjoy. I'm going to share this paragraph from my friend Manju. He shared this on Facebook yesterday. I just find it super beautiful. Have you known a river trying to flow slow so it doesn't disturb the surface it flows on? Have you seen rain falling softly to be gentle on what it falls? Have you heard of a bird singing less so the other birds don't feel bad? Have you seen an animal being less magnificent so it can be accepted? Is there a tree that restricts its growth so the things around it can get more sun? What are your excuses for not being everything you are? It's now the time to let them go. What are your excuses for not being everything you are? It's now the time to let them go. What are your excuses to not be everything you are? What are the excuses you're using to not be too much of your true be? Where are you not allowing yourself to be too much so that you can have the joy you don't even know how to handle? Where are you still holding back to be not too much so that you will never have too much money, too easy money flowing into your life? To support such greatness, such beauty that you don't even know how to handle. What are the wrongness are you perceiving in your world? That if you would allow yourself to enjoy it more, it will bring too much ease in your life. Too easy, that's boring, not for me, sorry, I have to work hard. I have to struggle more, I have to judge myself so I find the solution of my wrongness, and then I will just find some more recipes to, analyze my wrongness, and then making everybody else wrong or making everybody else right so I can keep being wrong so that I will never enjoy the ease in my life. I will never receive all the ease the universe is willing to deliver to me. What are you resisting the most? That? What are you resisting the most? What are you resisting the most in your life? If you will allow yourself to enjoy it, just one molecule at a time, one more molecule at a time, it will bring too much space, too much space in your life, and then you will lose all the reference points of your trauma and your limitation. You've been drawing your life from maybe 4 colors of crayons up until this point. So every feeling you identify, I will put, okay, this is the happy face, and this is the sad face, this is the angry face, and this is like disgusted face. And then everything out of that range, I don't have any colors for it. Too much space? That would be too dangerous. I don't have so many colors to name them. Have you been to a restaurant? Like, if you I grew up in China eating already a big variety of dishes, a big variety of cuisines. But when I first ate Mexican food, when I first had the sip of tortilla soup, my world just exploded. I never know I can put garlic and onion and lime and salt and sugar and spices all together in one dense soup. That's so out of my range of receiving. Even that I thought I tasted all what I could taste in the world. And I feel so much pride, just so much privilege of growing up in the culture of worshiping food. Still, that moment I realized, wow, my world has changed permanently just by that little sip of soup. And then after that initial spark, after that initial orgasm, you're just pulled so far from your comfort zone. How much longer are you allowing yourself to be in that space, to be constantly surprised? Or will you say, oh my goodness, this is so wonderful. And if I live this after this 24/7, it'll be overwhelming for me. If I live orgasm 24/7, it will be too much for me. And then you decide going back to the normal dishes you've been eating forever. The noodles, the pasta, the mac and cheese. The only 2 bottles of salt and pepper on your table. That forever and nothing can go wrong dishes. And how much are you just feeling so uncomfortable being introduced in your words something totally new? And then the morning after you decide, okay, we're done here. Thank you for that experience, and that will be the highlight of my life. And bye-bye. I will go on to my normal, ordinary, average life ever after. And that's not wrong either. That's a choice we make constantly. I make that kind of choices all the time. I have all the back doors open so that I can just slip back to my comfort, because I know how I will feel. I know nothing can go off the chart. But have you been taken by your body to somewhere you've never been? You've never recognized on your navigation? And then you just allow your body to fully immerse in that. Maybe it's a tree, maybe it's a park, maybe it's a secret garden you discover near your neighborhood. Maybe it's a cat on the street. Maybe it's just a flower you've never seen. Maybe it's a restaurant you've never discovered. What if that can be your everyday life? You know, in this reality, people value so much constancy. And how much energy are you putting into the constancy to make sure you don't change so everyone else can recognize who you are? Everybody else can find your location, your cosmic location. So you can still have a lot of common ground to stand on. And how much energy do you have to use to slow down so that you never have to change? You never have to let yourself be surprised where you end up being, where you end up living, who you end up being, who you end up eating. And then how much fun are you really allowing yourself and your body to have? If just for one moment, 1 minute, or 10 minutes in a day, just to let go of the control. Put down your phone, put down your navigation, and just say, "Hi, body, where do you want to go? Hey, body, what do you want to eat? Who do you want to eat with? Who do you want to eat? Who do you want to hug? Who do you want to hold hands with?" Would you allow yourself to be some kind of inconsistent? Would you allow yourself to not recognize who you are the next moment? And that's fine too. What if who you are can be a constant question you live through? Don't have to stick to any answer to that, but who am I now? Who am I now? Who am I now? It's a constant question that drives your life. And then the next moment you might find, well, the people around me are different. I'm not with, oh, this is the students, my classmates from college, and this is some colleague from this organization I worked with, and this is my partner, and that is my family members. No. One moment you wake up being surrounded with people who live from the same question. Who am I today? And who are you today? I wonder who you are. Let's find out. Let's go somewhere and have some discovery. Maybe we'll find something else. Maybe we'll find someone else. And who can we add in our lives so that we can create even more? So that we can celebrate even more, so we can have even more fun. How much energy do you have to use to make yourself too much so that you can be ever average, normal, with anybody else. Do you notice you smell? Do you notice the liquid on your face, the liquid on your body? They smell really different from what you smell from others, no? How often do you try to smell less? But secretively, do you enjoy your fart when you're home alone? When you're driving along in the car, do you enjoy your fart, your burp? Wow, that's so different. But I just enjoy it so much. What if being too much is something you don't have to do anything about it? You just enjoy it. You just immerse yourself. When you're being with yourself, you just allow yourself to enjoy it even more. The inner beauty, the inner space that got unleashed. Yeah, what if they are something that can actually turn you on, that make you so excited? Yes, I have this hidden treasure that you never know, and I never have to share it with anybody else. If you're lucky, you might have a taste of it, but it's not a necessity. It's a choice. And how gross you can be to enjoy that fun of it. And who are the people who can outgross that beyond your grossness? How gross you are. When you're a kid, do you pick your nose and taste? When I was a kid, I taste all sorts of things. And one thing that I did wrong was I was so enthusiastic about sharing those tastes with others. That I shouldn't have done. That I might have done too much. But what if you can still do that? And you can still be in the question like, okay, now I'm enjoying this. Will that be fun for me to share it with this person? If you get a yes, just go ahead and do it. If it doesn't create more, you can choose not to do that. What if being too much is a choice? It can be some backstage. You don't have to run your show all the time in this spectrum of being too much. But you know how much you can have and how much you can be. And you never excuse yourself from being it. You never excuse yourself from having too much. And even you see, wow, this person is really a lot. You can have more space with it because you know deeply, deeply how much you are. And then you can just say in a glorious way, you know, I'm just more gross than this person. So what? How much are you allowing yourself to outgrow yourself today? And how much more dumbness can you invite in your life so that you can create too much and too easily? You can create too much money with total ease. You just wake up and never know where the money comes from, but hey, my bank account is fat. How does it get any better than that? And how much too muchness can you monetize? Can you welcome into your life more to let them be your revenue streams, to be your money flows in and flows out? Hmm. What's going on in your world right now? I'm so curious. 家里有个亲戚，小孩1岁多，每次鼻屎都出来到处炫耀。Yeah. Do you find it too much when your kid is showing off their booger? I used to have a classmate in elementary school. He collects all his booger in his pencil box. We have this two deck of pencil box, and he just put a huge black chunk underneath everything with all the eraser and pencil and the razor and things. And he's so proud. We will play with each other's pencil box, see what others have. And then one day I found that out, and I just picked that up and I said, oh, what is this? That's so interesting. You're collecting all your booger. And I also have that ability, just I'm not doing that. Now I can have a more game to play. What if you can just do that for the fun of it? Just because you can. I fart a lot and I get very proud of my farts. How much more proud can you get with all what you create? Does the earth have any points of view about how much you fart? Does the earth have any point of view about how much you cry or how much you laugh? And what would the universe rather see? What would the earth rather receive from you? How would the universe perceive what you find yourself as too much? Any space from that? All right. Do you have any questions or do you have anything that you want to share that we can weave in to our discussion, our exploration? I think some spaces have already changed, and I'm just so curious what's going on in your world right now. And it's so good to see your faces. And just turn on your camera in the English Zoom so we can say hi, and let me see your cute faces. See where you are. What's going on in your world right now? What is still too much?
OK，在中文频道里面有小伙伴说，地球需要我的 P，那是一个大大的贡献。然后还有小伙伴说，我的 P 可以弥补臭氧层。然后还有一个小伙伴说，在单位里，尤其是领导，不去评判是不可能的，因为有制度。
Cool. It says, that, oh, I just realized my fart is such a big contribution to the earth. And then to the 臭氧层怎么说? To the makeup of the oxygen layer or whatever. And then, yeah, some people living around you, they're just judgmental people. But if you're not as judgmental as you think you are, and you make yourself so wrong about judging people, that, yeah, my invitation will be the question, what if you're just perceiving others' judgments and see how much fart you can be to compose all the judgments you have for yourself and for others, and let all the judgments from other people be the contribution to you. 地球说，就成为你所是的，永远不会过分。The earth said, just be what you are, and you can never be too much. Yeah. How does the earth perceive too much? Does the earth perceive too much as you do? Or does the earth have a very different perspective? And what would the earth rather see? You being even more? Even more? Even bigger? Let's just drop down our barriers once more and let the too muchness expand. Just when nobody is around you, you can just relax so much and make the biggest fart you can ever make. What if the too much you are is something you can just share with the infinite space? Just expand that. Let it expand. Let it be infinite. So big. So much bigger than your room. So much bigger than your neighborhood. So much bigger than your city. And let all what you're judging yourself and you think what other people are judging you, let those judgments also expand. Let them reach out into the infinite space in all directions through your body, and then flow massive amount of energy through them. Let them just grow so big, and let the infinite space receive all of it with no barrier. And let the space teach your body how to receive with no barrier. And let the earth teach your body how to receive with no barrier. There's good smell, bad smells, good taste, bad taste. What if all can be just that? The earth knows exactly how to transform all the energies. What's sitting in your words still? Any comments, questions, anything that pops up?
然后中文 Zoom 还有一个小伙伴提问红美提问，请问如果您承认了所有一切事物都是自己的创造，那接下来要如何操作呢？接下来要如何做？
The question is, if you acknowledge everything is your creation, then what's next? Enjoy it. What a big creator I am. What a grand and glorious creator I am. Wow, I even created that. Wow, I even created so much shit. And then I also created something really, really great. And how much more can I enjoy it? Are you judging your creations? Are you judging what you've created? Guess what? Judging it will never bring any changes in your creation. Sorry and not sorry, but enjoying it can bring so much change to it. What if you can just allow yourself to be exactly where you are and see, wow, this is how I created. How did I create this? And how did I create that? And wow, just to acknowledge how much capacity you have in creating all these. And then just allow yourself to enjoy it more. It will slow you down so much if you try to make it right. But even that's not wrong. If you're creating more rightness, just go ahead and enjoy more of your rightness. And how much more right can you enjoy? What a righteous right bitch I am on this planet can I allow myself to be in all eternity with total ease. What a righteous right bitch that I can be, that I truly be. If I allow myself to be, I will enjoy too much out of my ass. Natasha said, I feel that my religious upbringing has made it feel so too much for me to accept and be someone who is not male or female. And not straight or gay, and someone who sees the divine in everyone and everything. That is what I'm working with at this moment. So, truth, are you a male or female? And truth, are you straight or gay? And truth, are you divine or non-divine? And truth, are you just too much? You're just wrong, babe. thank you for being so wrong. Would the earth have any point of view about how wrong you are? How absolutely non-male or female you are? Are you American? Truth? Or are you just this strange blob of alien coming to this planet from nowhere in no galaxy? Wherever you are, you're just a big blob of change into people's world. And then whoever you touch, they just melt for no reason. Would you now acknowledge how much changes are you bringing in people's world just by being there? And can you please, 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 please enjoy that just 1% more, how much gift that is. How much gift in your not fitting, in the dumbness, in the not knowing what you say, where I am, I don't even know what my body, where my body is. Would you please just acknowledge how much gratitude the earth is receiving from you in that moment, in that place? I have to come to, yeah, please.
然后在中文聊天栏有2个提问，一个是红美说什么是只有我可以创造和知晓的源头？当你没有全然进入到你所示的独特源头时，整个宇宙都在受苦，所以要如何进入呢？这是第一个提问。第二个提问，另外一个小伙伴说，我的母亲目前身体有肿瘤，我该怎么面对呢？怎么接受呢？
Cool. So the first question was from yesterday's Clarity Night with Rachel. And yeah, smart ass, you're just stealing that question. This is a really good question to ask yourself every day. So what source am I of creation that I'm just so uniquely being in this world? What kind of source of creation that I am uniquely be? And nobody else. How do you say that? Yeah, something like that. Because when you're not tapping into you, when you're not tapping into the uniqueness of your being, the whole universe is suffering. You feel that? I'm not just talking from some metaphysical theory, but there's this dance of us with the universe. When you're not being you, the whole universe is suffering. You can perceive that now. And then now if you can ask, hey, universe, just show me more space of me. And see how much joy, how much space it just gets created. And then this is such a good question to ask every day. Every day. What source can I be that no one else can be? What source can I be that no one else can be in this moment? Just keep asking this question and open up the space and tap into the energy of the question. What source can I be that no one else can be? Only I can be. What source can I be that nobody else can be? And then just relax more into it. Let the universe show you what source you are, moment by moment. I know you try to find the right source, the right purpose of your life, the right North Node, what the astrologer said, what you should do in your life, right? Yeah, that's fine too. If you find that, congratulations. How does it get any better than that? And then for the fun of it, you can just ask for more. If you find, oh, I'm just too much, even the North Node, even the astrologers are not satisfying me. I'm not even content with their reading. So what more can I be? What source can I be that no one else can be in this moment? And what's the other question about cancer?
Yes，另外一个提问是我的母亲目前身体里有肿瘤，我该怎么面对，该怎么接受呢？然后，
Okay, so there is some cancer growing in the mom's body. Okay. What question can you be? To let it be the contribution for you and for her body. And is that relevant to you? Is that your problem? Or is that something that your mom needs to choose or to acknowledge? Is that relevant to you? That's the first thing that pops. We are so kind. We want to take on the sufferings for everybody. Oh my goodness, my neighbor has cancer. I have to find the right doctor for her. And my relatives in the far family has something coming up, then I have to find some right consultant for their issues. And the person that I know, they know a person who is suffering, so I have to find some remedies for that person. Is that relevant? How much ease is too much now you can have with it?
然后这位小伙伴说有关啊，毕竟是我的母亲。
Yeah. Then just do whatever you do whatever you feel you must do and enjoy it. And yeah, just go ahead and judge yourself if you end up not helping. Enjoy more of judging yourself. Yeah. How much ease is too much for you in this reality? Coming up with all the problems, and how much is too much with all these ease? You know, yeah, wow, it's so interesting. Disease is this ease. And when we're coming across all the diseases, how much ease is too much for us? Ouch. When we're navigating all the diseases in this reality, how much ease is too much for us? If we would allow ourselves to enjoy more of the ease with it, how much disease can we already get beyond? Just a thought, nothing significant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. And I celebrate all your being too much. And I also celebrate all your not willing to be too much at this moment. And my invitation is whatever you choose here or next moment, please, can you just enjoy it 1% more without judging whatever you choose, whatever you create. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. We will have a 3-part telecalls coming up about too much on the 14th, on the 17th, and the 21st in Pacific time, and the day after China time. So I will send out more information about that. It's along the line of being too much. So the first one will be being too sexy, flirt too much. And the second one will be too rich, being too rich, bitch. And then the third one will be too happy, dum dum. Yeah, so we can discover this questions, or we can discover this topic for more and see how much more is that's so dangerous. I will, yeah, I will not do that, so don't choose that. That will be too much. All right, so hope to see you soon, and if not, please enjoy your life. I'll see you when I see you. Good night, good morning, good day. Bye bye.